10 inventions we are using wrong. Have you ever looked at something you use every day and thought, wait, what's that tiny part actually for? From the hole in your pen cap to the ridges on your coins, many ordinary objects have secret functions most people never notice. These small details weren't added for decoration. They each have a reason, a purpose, and a surprising history. Today we're breaking down 10 everyday inventions you've been using wrong. And trust me, number 6 will completely change how you see your ketchup bottle. Number 1. Why pen caps have holes. Have you ever noticed that tiny hole at the top of a pen cap and wondered what it's for? Most people think it's just part of the design, but it actually serves an important purpose. That little hole helps save lives. If someone, especially a child, accidentally swallows a pen cap, the hole allows a small amount of air to pass through. This means they might still be able to breathe until help arrives. Pen makers like Bic said they added this feature to prevent choking deaths. The hole also helps the pen itself. When a pen is tightly capped, air can get trapped inside. If the air pressure changes, like on an aeroplane, it can make the ink leak or dry out. The hole lets air flow freely, which helps stop that from happening. Some pen caps also have tiny vents near the rim to help with airflow and to make the pen easier to cap and uncap. So, next time you look at a pen, remember that hole isn't random. It's a small design choice that protects both people and the pen. Number 2. The loop on the back of dress shirts. Have you ever seen a small fabric loop right under the collar of a dress shirt? That little piece of cloth is called a locker loop, and it has an interesting history. Long ago, sailors and college students didn't have hangers. They used hooks or small pegs in tight spaces. The loop made it easy to hang a shirt without wrinkling it. By the 1960s, a brand named Gant made this design popular among Ivy League students. The loop helped them hang shirts in their gym lockers, which is why people started calling it a locker loop. But it didn't stop there. Over time, it became a small fashion statement. People began to see it as a sign of a well-made shirt. Some even used it for other purposes, like holding a bow tie in place. In college culture, it took on a fun meaning too. If a guy cut the loop, it was a way to show he was in a relationship. Today, locker loops still appear on many shirts, mostly for style and tradition. It's a simple feature that began as a useful tool and later became part of clothing history. Number 3. Why coins have ridged edges. Take a close look at the edge of a coin. You'll notice tiny ridges all around it. Those ridges are there for a smart reason that goes back hundreds of years. In the past, coins were made of real gold or silver. Some dishonest people used to shave off tiny bits from the edges to keep the metal and spend the rest of the coin as if nothing happened. This trick was called clipping. So, to stop it, mints began adding ridges so that any tampering would be easy to see. This practice started in the 1600s and 1700s. Even Isaac Newton, when he worked at the Royal Mint, helped make this idea popular to stop fraud. Today, most coins are not made of precious metals anymore, but the ridges still serve a purpose. They help people tell coins apart by touch, especially for those who are blind or have weak eyesight. Different coins have different textures or ridge counts, which makes them easier to identify. Ridges also make counterfeiting harder and protect coins from damage. So, what looks like a small detail is actually a clever design that began as a security feature and still helps us today. Number 4. The real use of the blue side of erasers. We all remember those two-colored erasers from school, one pink and one blue. Most people believed the pink side was for pencil and the blue side was for ink. But that's not exactly true. The blue side was never designed for pen ink. Instead, it was made to erase pencil marks on tougher paper types, like art sheets or thick sketch paper. The blue side is harder and tougher because it contains tiny grains that can scrape off more of the paper's surface. This makes it great for cleaning dark pencil marks or strong graphite lines that the pink side can't remove. On soft notebook paper though, it can easily tear the page or leave white spots. Some people noticed that the blue side seems to remove a bit of ink. That's because it rubs off the top layer of paper where the ink sits, not because it's designed for ink. It's actually damaging the paper while doing it. Artists and designers often use the blue side when they need deep erasing on heavy or glossy paper. So, next time you grab one of those old pink and blue erasers, remember this. The blue part isn't a secret ink eraser. It's a tough tool for tough paper built for heavy pencil marks, not pens. Number 5. Car headrests are also emergency tools. Car headrests are designed to protect you from whiplash in a crash, but many people don't know they can also help you escape a car in an emergency. In some vehicles, the metal rods holding the headrest can be pulled out and used to break a side window if you're trapped inside. The idea became popular after safety videos showed people removing the headrest using one of the metal rods to hit the window edges and shattering the glass. It can work because car side windows are made of tempered glass, which breaks into small pieces when struck hard. However, not all cars allow the headrest to come out easily, and some newer models use laminated glass that doesn't shatter the same way, so this trick may not always work. Experts say the headrest should be a last resort, not your first plan. The best safety option is a small emergency escape tool that combines a glass breaker and a seatbelt cutter. These tools are inexpensive, easy to keep in the car, and far more reliable. So, while the headrest trick is real in some cases, it's not a guaranteed lifesaver. It's better to be prepared with a proper escape tool just in case. Number 6. The 57 on Heinz bottles is a pouring trick. If you've ever struggled to get ketchup out of a glass Heinz bottle, the answer might be hiding right under your nose. That number 57 printed on the bottle isn't random. Henry J. Heinz added it more than a century ago after creating the slogan 57 varieties. He simply liked how the number sounded, even though the company already made over 60 products at the time. But here's where it gets interesting. On the glass bottles, that little 57 logo isn't just decoration. If you tap the bottle gently on the raised 57 mark, the ketchup starts to flow much faster. The number happens to sit at the perfect spot on the neck of the bottle where the sauce tends to stick. Heinz later confirmed that this tap trick actually works. It helps you control the flow without banging the bottle's bottom or shaking it wildly. So, what started as a clever marketing slogan turned into a hidden pouring hack. The 57 is not only part of Heinz's history, it's also the best place to tap when your ketchup refuses to move. Sometimes, smart design hides right in plain sight. Number 7. The hole in pot handles has a purpose. That little hole at the end of your pot or pan handle is not just for hanging. It actually serves more than one purpose in the kitchen. Most people think it's only there so you can hang your cookware on a hook to save space, and that's true. But there's another clever use. That hole can hold your cooking spoon or ladle. You can slide the handle of the spoon into the hole and rest it across the pot, allowing sauce or soup to drip right back in instead of on your counter. It keeps your workspace cleaner and saves time on cleanup. Some cooks also use the hole to hold a spatula or wooden spoon in place while stirring. It keeps the utensil from slipping into the pot and getting messy. And on some pots, the hole is even designed to fit specific utensils that come with the set. It's a simple feature that helps make cooking smoother and cleaner. Hanging the pan by the hole has its benefits too. It allows air to circulate better, which helps the pan dry faster and prevents rust from forming. It also keeps pots and pans organized and easy to reach, especially in small kitchens. So, next time you're cooking, take a look at that small hole at the end of your handle. It's not just decoration, it's a smart design feature that keeps your kitchen cleaner, your cooking tools handy, and your space more organized. Number 8. Your iPhone's hidden trackpad mode. There's a secret feature built into your iPhone's keyboard that most people don't know about. It turns your keyboard into a mini trackpad. When you're typing a message, email, or note, press and hold the spacebar. You'll notice that all the letters disappear for a moment, Now, you can drag your finger across the keyboard and move the text cursor anywhere you want. This hidden trackpad mode helps you edit faster and more accurately. You don't have to tap a word over and over to fix a single letter anymore. You can glide smoothly and place the cursor exactly where you want it. It's perfect for fixing typos, moving sentences, or copying text quickly. On some iPhones, you can also press and hold with one finger to activate it. On iPads, you can use 2 fingers on the keyboard to do the same thing. It works in many apps like Notes, Messages, and Mail. It's a small tool, but once you know it's there, it can completely change how you type and edit. The trackpad mode shows how your iPhone's design hides helpful features right under your fingertips. It's another example of how small ideas can make everyday tasks easier and faster. Number 9. The Tic Tac lid's single-serve dispenser. Tic Tac boxes have a smart design that many people never notice. The small flip-top lid has a tiny groove built into it, and that groove is meant to hold exactly 1 mint. When you open the lid carefully and tilt the box, a single Tic Tac will fall perfectly into that spot. This clever design allows you to take 1 mint at a time instead of spilling out too many. It keeps your mints clean and easy to share without touching the rest. It's also practical when you're on the go, since you can open it with one hand and get just 1 mint without making a mess. Many people don't realize this feature exists because they shake the box too hard or dump several out at once. But if you try it gently, you'll see how the lid works like a little dispenser. The design helps control portions, prevents waste, and keeps the candies fresh longer. The Tic Tac box has looked the same for decades, but that's because it already does its job perfectly. The lid's shape, size, and little groove are all carefully planned. It's a great example of how even a small candy box can be smartly designed to make life a little easier. Number 10. The arrow next to your gas gauge. Have you ever noticed the tiny arrow next to the gas pump symbol on your car's dashboard? That arrow actually tells you which side of your car the fuel tank is on. If it points left, your gas cap is on the left side. If it points right, the cap is on the right. This small symbol saves you from guessing when you pull up to a gas station, especially if you're driving a rental or a new car. It prevents those awkward moments of parking on the wrong side and having to turn around again. The idea was introduced by Ford engineers in the 1980s. They wanted to make fueling faster and easier for drivers. The simple arrow soon became a standard in most vehicles. It's one of those small, thoughtful details that improves everyday convenience without you even realizing it. If your car doesn't have the arrow, look at the hose on the fuel pump icon. The hose often points to the same side as your gas cap, but most modern vehicles include the arrow now because it's a quick and easy guide for drivers. Next time you get into a car, check your dashboard. That little arrow might save you time and frustration at the pump. We use hundreds of objects every day without ever realizing how smartly they're made. From a hole in your pot handle to the little arrow beside your gas gauge, every detail has a purpose. These designs weren't random. They were created by people who thought deeply about how to make life easier, safer, and just a bit more efficient. So, next time you pick up a pen, open a Tic Tac box, or type on your phone, remember this. Every small feature you overlook might have a clever story behind it. The world around us is full of hidden design secrets, and once you notice them, you'll never see everyday objects the same way again. So which of these inventions surprised you the most? Tell us in the comments. We love hearing what blew your mind. And if you enjoyed learning something new today, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss another video.